Hello, Grade 7. Welcome to our Week 3 lessons in Mapeh. Here are the topics. For music, we have the vocal and instrumental music analysis of Mindanao. For arts, the Mindanao art presentation, which are the designs and forms. For PE, the Tinikling dance steps development, part 1. And for health, the coping with stress, which are the common areas of stressor. So let's start with the music, the vocal and instrumental music analysis of Mindanao. So since we will be dealing on analysis of this vocal and instrumental music of Mindanao, we should have to remember the following elements of music. First one is the melody. It is a sequence of single notes. So this one is the main and the most prominent line or voice in a piece of music. So the melody of a song can be in a high pitch or a low pitch. Next, the rhythm. This one are the notes of different durations that organize into patterns. So it could be a regular or irregular rhythm. Next, the form. This is the overall structure of musical composition. Songs could be in a simple and complex form. It can be unitary, binary, or in a ternary form. And last, the texture. It describes the relationship of lines, also known as the voices within a piece. It is a combination of rhythm, harmony, and melody. So it could be a monophonic, harmonic, polyphone, and polyphonic texture. So for your music activity, you have to listen first to the selected vocal and instrumental music from Mindanao, which are the Islamic chant and the Mindanao Kulintang ensemble. And then later, we will write back on the table below. So let us listen first on this Islamic chant. Alright, so as you notice, we couldn't understand the lyrics of the song because the Muslims are the one or they are the one who can understand literally the lyrics of the song. It is intended for them only. So next, let's have now the Mindanao Kulintang Ensemble in Mindanao Ensemble or Mindanao Kulintang Ensemble. You can see here the different instruments which are playing, not only the kulintang itself, but they are also using the agong and also the dabakan. So let us watch on this video. Watch and listen. Alright, so for the whole video, you can visit on this YouTube link. So let us go back to the table. So how you're going to answer this table? Let's have first on the Islamic chant. You're going to identify the melody that you've heard a while ago. So what can you say about its melody? Is it in a high pitch or low pitch? What about the rhythm? Does it have a regular or irregular rhythm? The texture, is it unitary or binary? And in the form, is it monophonic or polyphonic? As simple as that. Alright, so let us move now on Mindanao. The Mindanao art presentation, which are the designs and also the forms. So the Mindanao has a high diversity for culture, customs, and traditions from the different ethno-linguistics, those diverse in the second largest islands of the Philippines. So I have here, or we will discuss the three tribes and their fabrics. The Bilaan tribe, who's known for their beautiful embroidery, brass ornaments, and beadworks integrated to their traditional clothing with the use of ikat technique, or the ikat, which is the process of dyeing their fabrics. We also have the Bagobo tribe. In here, or on this tribe, they are identified for their beautiful woven textile, and they call it as tinalak. It is made up from a deep dark brown abaca fiber. And last, the Tibole tribe. They are also known as the dream weaver. They are the dream weaver of the Lake Cebu. And they are also well known with their elaborated beadwork, stunning brass ornaments, and also their famous tinalak. They also have that tinalak, just like on the Bagobo tribe. So for your activity, you may see here a boat, and they call it as a vinta boat. You are going to create a vinta boat with the use of or through mosaic. Okay? So the picture on the left is a picture of a Vinta boat, and the picture on the right is a picture of how you are going to do your activity, which is mosaic. So as you can see, this one is a mosaic which is made up from the small pieces of papers or colored papers, and then glue or paste to each other to create a mosaic. So here are the instructions on how you are going to do it. Uh, Alright, so in here it is described what is a mosaic. It is a pattern made up of small regular or irregular shapes or pieces to create a beautiful artwork. So the materials that you needed: assorted colored paper, scissors, glue, paste, pen or pencil, and a short bond paper. So here are the procedures. First one, you need to draw first your own design or sketch your own design of Vinta using a short bond paper and of course a pencil. And carefully cut your assorted colored papers into small pieces. Then after doing that, piece by piece, gently glue or paste your colored papers on your sketch or on your design. Then make it sure that there is no space in between. And then continue until you achieve your desired outcome. So that's how you are going to do your Vinta boat mosaic. Alright, so let's proceed now. Before we proceed on PE, so here are the indicators or the rubrics for you to be motivated to do your work. So there are three categories: the skill, creativity, and effort. So once you've shown an outstanding craftsmanship and understanding as your skill, then you will be given 10 points. If you will create a design which is very unique, then another 10 points. And once you've exerted an effort which is exceeded beyond the expectation, then you will be given another 10 points, in a total of 30 points. Alright, so let's have now PE, the Tinikling Dance Steps Development. Let's have first the part 1. Starts with the introduction, going through the figure 2. Let's recall the Tinikling dance. It is one of the famous folk dances in the Philippines, which is considered as the national dance. It derives its name from the bird tikling, on how the bird skillfully maneuver with grace in between the bamboo poles. It is a partner dance using a pair of bamboo poles with two persons holding it as a clapper. So the dancers try to move and dance without stepping or being struck in between the poles in fast rhythmical dance music. So learning the dance tinikling is also a way to test your agility, your muscle endurance, and coordination. So this one is a dance which incorporates with our physical fitness while you are having fun. So in short, you are going to do, or you are going to show or demonstrate the tinikling dance from introduction going to figure 2. So the materials that you needed are, first one is a garter. So instead of using a bamboo, much better if you are just going to use a garter because you don't know how to do this dance. So practice first. Then you can use a music or video as your guide. So of course there should have a counting in here. It has 3 counts in every measure. So sample 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, just like that. And then here are the procedures. First, follow the instructions carefully, and your hands should be placed on your waist or always placed at the back of your waist. And then take note that for this task, figure 1 and figure 2 can be performed as a single or individual performance. You can do this as you only, or if you want to have a partner, then it can be also. So, let us start with the introduction. Here's the instruction. You start with your right foot. So you take 4 wall steps forward going to the proper places with 4 measures. And then you stand at the left side of the poles on the left foot, tap with right foot twice between the poles on counts 2 and 3 of measure. And then repeat this 3 times more. So I will show you now the video on how you are going to do the introduction. Please watch and listen on this introduction of tinikling. What's 1 2 3 4? 1 2 and 3. Alright, so that would be the introduction of tinikling dance. Next, let's proceed on figure 1. Take 7 tinikling steps to right and left alternately. That should be 7 measures. Step right foot outside the pole. Count 1. Hop twice on the left foot between turning right about count 2 and 3. That is 1 measure only. Then take another 7 tinikling steps left and right alternately, 7 measures again. Then if you are just only the one who will do this figure 1, then just do the figure or this step until letter D or until here only. So you will hop on left foot outside the pole, count 1, and then hops on right foot twice between the poles going back near bamboo, count 2 and 3. But if you have a partner, then you will do this one and then this one. So let us now watch and listen on the figure 1 on how they are going to do this. Alright, oops, let's have first the figure 1. Figure number 1. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and then turn 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. Alright, so that would be the figure number 1. Next, let's have the figure number 2. In here, stand at the left side of the pole and then your partner at the other side of the pole, and then take 4 steps forward outside the poles. Count 1 2 3 4, turn about and hop on left foot, count 5, right foot, count 6 between the poles. That would be 2 measures only. And then repeat the letter A 3 times or more going clockwise. And then on the 8th measure, hop in left foot twice between the posts. That is count 5 and 6 within 6 measures. And then repeat A and B starting on the right side of the pole. The dancers start on the right foot in a reverse direction or counterclockwise in a 7 measures. And then the dancers take 3 steps forwards away from the pole, finishing by facing each other. That is another 1 measure. So let us watch and listen to this figure number 2. 1 2 three, four, five, one, two, three, four, and five. Alright, so that would be the figure number 2. So, let us now watch and listen to the whole video on how you are going to do your overall performance. One, two, three, and four. One, two, three. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, and turn. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. And then turn. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, and eight. Turn again. One, two, three, and four, five, six, seven, and eight. Alright, so that's how you're going to demonstrate or show your tinikling dance. Alright, so here's the rubrics in assessing your dance performance. Only one category, which is the mastery. So if you have the mastery of performing this dance, then you will be given, I think, 30 points as outstanding. If needs improvement, 10 points maybe. Alright, so next, let's have the coping with stress, the common areas of stressor. Emotional and mental health management is a key to improving oneself. The stress management skills are techniques that can be used to cope with the harmful effects produced by stress. Thinking positive at all times, having a smiley face, and a laughing are the best ways to lessen the stress in life. So, stress management will help students achieve what they want in their life since they know what their priorities are. And as a student, they need to know what their eustress and distress on how they're going to handle these things properly. Alright, so as your health activity, here are the procedure. You're going to reflect first on the question, how do you picture a person who is experiencing stress? So after, or let's say for example, you've imagined already how a person or how a person who is experiencing stress, you can draw it here, or an object, a person or an object that represent that experiencing stress. And then below that, you are going to write a short description on how you're going to describe the picture or the object that you've drawn. Next, on the right, uh, on the other box, you are going to paste your picture of a happy face or a happy self or an object that signifies your happiness. Let's say, for example, your food or modules or whatever that makes you happy. Okay. So, after that, you are going to answer the following guided questions. First, give at least 5 different ways on how you deal with stress. 2, what are the things that make you stress? Give at least 3 examples. Then list at least 5 steps that you will do when faced in a difficult problem. And last, who can provide you support in stressful situations. So that would be your activity in health. So with that, thank you for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe on this channel. Thank you. Bye.